Hi everybody, my name is Bridget Bellings and I'm a transition and resilience coach. What does that mean? It means that on a daily basis I'm accompanying and coaching people who are struggling with the effects of change in their life. Some changes come expectedly, others come totally unexpectedly, sudden changes. And every time what I observe the same scheme. I observe always that it is not as much the fact in itself or the change in itself that causes stress and causes fear, but it is the thoughts people have. Because when something happens in our lives, we start thinking. We start thinking about the consequences. We start worrying about the future and we are afraid. And so it is not as much the change or the fact that causes the stress, but it's the thinking in between. And this video is about that. And let me give you some examples of changes that can affect our lives. It can be a change at society level, it can be something personal, it can be something professional. Let's take the corona or the COVID crisis for the moment. This is a major change that is affecting our lives. On a private side, you could have, for example, the announcement of a severe illness or one of your beloved passing away. These are life-changing events. And on a professional way, I'm sure you have one. Every day there is a new boss, a new colleague, a new working method, a relocation, or the announcement of a major change in the company. And each time such things happen in our lives, we start thinking, we start producing a lot of thoughts, automatically, negative thoughts, irrational thoughts. We are thinking about the consequences for us, what is going to happen, etc. And that is my point for today. My point for today is that it is not the event in itself that causes stress, but it is the thinking in between. And so, in other words, our thoughts are not reality. And this little scheme I made is very simple. It's about an event that is occurring in your life. You start thinking, and it's the thinking that produces stress. In other words, it's not the event that causes stress, but it's the thoughts in between. This is a very simple scheme that can help you when something happens in your life. And let me give you, let's continue on the example of the COVID crisis that we are in. Let's be honest, it's not because there is COVID, that's a fact, that you will be infected. That's first thing. But the being infected and the fear about it, these are the thoughts, and these thoughts cause stress. It's not because someone is infected that he's going to die. And again, when someone is ill, the head starts producing those thoughts about what could happen, and the worst case scenarios come first. And it's normal, it's human, but my point again, it's not the event that causes the stress, it's the thoughts in between. Let's go back to your life and to all the experience you had until now. Now, I'm sure that you had a lot of changes in your life and that every time something happened, that you had some bad news or something like that, your head started producing thoughts. And I'm sure that the consequences were, in most cases, less horrible than what you were thinking before. So, if you had to remember one thing for today, that is that our thoughts are not the event and are not reality. So this is one to remember. And as such, don't always believe your own thoughts. Don't always believe your own thoughts. I hope this can help you in your journey and can inspire you. Bye-bye.